Hello, everyone. Welcome to Everything Football and welcome to the first ever Champions League Fantasy Watch Along. And we are starting with a really big game, especially for me, because I have a captain in this game. It is Ajax against Rangers. A really, really good game. Cannot wait to. Really cannot. Can you guys hear? So I cannot really wait for this game. My captain did not deliver yesterday. Benzema got injured, so this is the game that we're looking forward to. So in terms of the lineup, we'll start with Ajax and then Rangers. Let me get the Ajax lineup. It will be scrolling down the bottom. Let me know which players are you do you have in this match? Which players are you hoping for points from, and all that as well. Do you have any Rangers players? I'm still trying to figure out if I should bring on Tavares from Kunku. Will Tavares have more points than Kunku? Will he even start? Will he get taken off at halftime? So for Ajax, they have Persevere, they have Timber, Basse, Alvarez, Bergwijn, Taylor, Tadic, Wrench, Blind, Kudus, and Baghouse. And then on the bench, they have Stecklenburg, Gotha, Klassen, Brobbey, Ocampos, Kaplan, Luca, Sanchez, Bass, Magalan, Contesio, and Grilitic. I think that's how you pronounce his name. And for Rangers, let's get Rangers name. Rangers lineup. So I think for Ajax today, a lot of you might have their goalkeeper, probably Basse as well. I saw a couple of teams that had Blind, Bergwijn as well. I have him as my captain. Really big game for me. And I'm not sure if a couple of you have Baghouse and the likes of Tadic. They were great in the Champions League last season. So interesting to see whether you guys have them. Let me say hi to a couple of people here. Alejandro says, would you change Florentino 5 points for UCL on the bench today? I wouldn't. And Bianco, how are you? Thank you for joining in again. So for Rangers, in terms of Rangers lineup, they have McLaughlin in goal, Tavernier, Goldson, Sands, Barisic, Kamara, Landstrom, Tillman, Wright, Kent, and Kolak in their squad. And they have McGregor, McCrory, Ridvan, Davis, King, Devin, Jack, Davis, Arfield, Motondo, Morelos, and Fashion. So those are the players who are playing for Rangers today. The kickoff is like 10 minutes away. I'm still trying to figure out whether I should bring in Tavares for Kunku. Already Bergwijn is my captain. I took out Benzema. Benzema got injured, unfortunately. I knew they were going to win that game by 2-3 goals, but I didn't think Benzema was going to be subbed off. I'm pretty sure if he stayed on, he would probably have scored. But yeah, he went off. I probably should have gone for Haaland. Haaland got the 10 points for me. Mbappe, Neymar, Mbappe was on fire. Neymar was on fire as well. I mean, if Mbappe decided to pass the ball to Neymar yesterday, Neymar would have had a goal as well. What a pass from Neymar by there for that Mbappe goal. Absolutely amazing. In midfield, I chose Marco Reus. He did score a goal. He could have had a couple of more assists, but they were missing so many chances, especially in the last 20 minutes. He would have had a couple of more assists, but he got subbed off with like 5 minutes remaining. Florentino at 5 points, most of them coming from ball recovery, 2 points. Kunku, very disappointing. We should have thought about it. Leipzig were very terrible against Frankfurt the other day. They lost very heavily by 4-0, and they lost once again by 4-1, this time at home to Shakhtar. I'm not sure a lot of you will be going for Shakhtar players. Probably most of you will be going for Shakhtar players next game. And then at the back, I did have Hakimi. I did say there's a reason Hakimi is more expensive than obviously Mendes, and you saw how further forward Hakimi gets. Like he could have had a couple of more goals yesterday. Like could have had a goal at least, or 2 assists or something like that. So I am happy to own Hakimi going forward as well, and that was their toughest section in the group. And then Cancelo, I did a video talking about the players that you must own in your team, and Cancelo was one of them, and someone told me, nope, the Premier League is not the Champions League. He's not going to play against Bournemouth. He's not going to play against teams like Nottingham Forest. He's going to play against tougher teams like Sevilla and Dortmund. Absolutely not. For Cancelo and Man City, it does not matter who you are, whether you're Nottingham Forest or Sevilla. That game yesterday, they could have had 7 goals. So Sevilla is not really a threat to Man City. Even when they play against Dortmund next week, I am expecting City to score 3 or 4 goals at the Etihad. That's how good they are. Clean sheet, maybe not. I would expect Dortmund to score with Royce and Bellingham, all those guys playing. I would expect them to score. But in terms of keeping a clean sheet, I did not think so, but Cancelo is a must own. 15 points. He got 2 assists in the first game away from home. He also picked up 9 ball recoveries, which earned him 3 points, and a clean sheet as well. And then 90 minutes played as well. And especially here in match day 3 and match day 4, I think you have to have Cancelo in your team. If you don't have Cancelo in your team, that is, you would be mad not to go. You'd be very brave to go without Cancelo in your team for match day 3 and 4, especially for me. Right from the beginning, you have to have him in your team. He's currently owned by 44%. I'm expecting that to rise very highly. So if it wasn't for the likes of Haaland and Neymar, sometimes I do captain Cancelo and Trent Alexander-Arnold, but I was definitely blinded by Haaland and Benzema, especially this season. But especially on the first day, you might captain him and he gets the returns. If he doesn't, you just have a good captain on the next day. So I'm really thinking about bringing on Tavares. I'm hoping he's definitely going to start. I'm tempted to bring him in for Kunku, because Kunku very disappointing, and Leipzig have not been great so far, and that was their easiest fixture of the group. So I think for those, that's why yesterday when people were telling me they have Werner and Kunku and all those guys, I did say you don't double up on them. You just have one of their players, because you never know. I said it as a joke. You never know, Shakhtar could score, win that game. I never thought they would score 4 goals in that match. So for me, I wouldn't have had 2 players, and you saw how poor the likes of Werner were. Silva says Nkunku for Nuno. I'm thinking of it as well. I think I'm going to do it. Should I change my captain from Haaland to Lewandowski? I wouldn't do that. 10 points is enough, man. 20 points is good enough. Lewandowski could equal that score, 10 points, but I don't think he's going to have more than that. Ray, you are not late. You're very early. You're one of the people who suggested this, so thank you. How are you doing? By the way, I wouldn't change my captain if they have 7 points plus, leave alone 10 points. If my captain scores a goal and plays 90 minutes, I would not change that captain at all. How are you doing, RK? I hope you're doing well. Should I put Brob instead of Marquinhos? Nope, Brob is not starting. He's on the bench, so just leave him on the bench. He could come on and score. Like, he's already done that this season. There's a time he came on and scored and assisted Broby, but I wouldn't do that at all. No, I would keep Marquinhos. How many points did Marquinhos get? Let me just confirm that. PSG. Can I get PSG? What a game it was yesterday. Neymar should have scored, man. He was so close to scoring in that match. See how players' full match stats. How many points did Marquinhos score in your team? I can't find it. I'll have to go to the transfer section. Is Tavares definitely going to start? That's the thing. It's definitely not here. Defending. Nope, this is the match stats, so definitely not there at all. So I will escape from this place. Marquinhos probably had like 4 or something, because they didn't keep a clean sheet. Might he have had like 4 points or something? 3 points, okay. No, just keep him in your team. I think Broby might come on and give you a painful 1 point. So just keep him in your side. Just leave him there. I'm going to do it. I'm going to bring in Tavares. I think he can get a couple of recovery points. I'm going to bring it in for Nkunku. So those are my 3 transfers done. Luckily, my goalkeeper kept a clean sheet. And remember, I put in the goalkeeper from Dortmund in the last minute. Like literally with 1 minute remaining, I put him in and he kept that clean sheet. So Nkunku out, Chilwell out, and Benzema out. I've brought in Kvaratskhelia, Major, and Nuno Tavares, and I've changed my captain from Benzema to Bergwijn. This is a big game for my team. This is a huge game for my team. Let me know how many players you have in your side as well from PSV, not PSV, Ajax and Rangers. PSV is not in the Champions League. They are in the Europa League. By the way, whenever you're changing your team or switching players from the bench to the starting lineup, just make sure you confirm before you press it. I saw some other guys some other time I'm taking off Cancelo, who had 14 points by mistake, and that kind of ruins your mood totally and ruins your season. So just make sure to double check your team and who's if you're making the correct sub. I am doing good. Arnold, hope you're doing good as well. Let me just change the channel to who. Do you have any players from Frankfurt to Sporting? I saw someone yesterday with Gotze. Let me change the channel to Ajax against Rangers. Big game. Remove Mario Nkunku for Højbjerg. Yeah, you can do that. Højbjerg does chip in with a couple of goals sometimes, and I think he has the potential of getting a lot of recovery points. That one you can do. Ray says 5 players for me playing right now. Which players? You have 3 from Ajax and which other teams? I'm guessing. Do you have players from Frankfurt and Rangers? If you do, I'll keep an eye on that one as well. Kunde or Bergwijn captain. Bergwijn. I've gone for Bergwijn, and as I said, any team can just score from anywhere. I was stupid enough not to go for a Benfica player. They Maccabi Haifa had no attacking threat at all. So Maccabi Haifa next time are playing against PSG, if I'm not wrong. I mean, it's looking very likely that people will be going for a triple up on PSG. I can see PSG trashing Maccabi Haifa by like 4-0, 5-0. So very tempted to go for it. If Benzema is out injured, I'm probably bringing in Mbappe put together with Neymar for that fixture because I already have Hakimi. I'm thinking really, really big score. But as from that question, it takes just one thing to happen for Victoria Pilsen to score. So on the second day, I wouldn't captain a defender. On the first day, I would try. On the second day, definitely not. I have a Sporting goalkeeper, says Ray. Our Sporting goalkeeper, interesting. Oh, I have him on my bench, Adan. I do have him on my bench, but my keeper kept a clean sheet yesterday, so I'm staying with that. Should I captain Bergwijn or Kimmich? Bergwijn, Inter Milan is not easy for buying. What is the answer to changing captain from Alan to Lewandowski? No, don't do it. Don't do it. As my player, I always never change my captain as long as they score more than 7 points. 10 points is a lot. 10 points is a lot. You never know. Anything can happen. Did you see Benzema yesterday? Lewandowski could start the game and get stabbed off in the first 10 minutes with an injury. It's too risky. It's too risky. Just let Haaland keep the captaincy. Not from Ajax and Frankfurt, 5 players total in today's games. Or in today's games, like also the games later on. Interesting. Right now, do you have any players from Ajax, Ray? Ronaldo or Kvaratskhelia captain? That one is different because Atletico Madrid are very good in terms of defense. Now, I'll just give you a different answer. I'm not going to give you a straight answer, but I'm going to tell you I think FC Porto are going to score against Atletico Madrid. So probably Kvaratskhelia because I think Napoli will score against Liverpool. Should I start Kvaratskhelia or Blind? I would go for Blind. Light of Guidance. Change my next week. Next week, they're playing Man City. They're playing on the second day. No, just leave him on the bench. Just leave him there. Just leave him on the bench. Who's the other goalkeeper? If they don't deliver, you can just put in Maya. I'm very sure Man City will be attacking a lot as always, and they'll have a lot of change and a lot of saves to make. 2 players from Ajax, Bergwijn and Rensch. Interesting. This is an interesting game for you to watch, Arnold. Sina, I am so sorry. I'm just a content creator. I have no idea how to operate the website. I don't know. Usually just try other tactics, switch off your phone, put it on, try the app or something. I really cannot help with that, Sina. I should have taken Grimaldo. Says Ray. Funny enough, I never even considered him at all. I was thinking about their goalkeeper, Vlacho. I never considered Grimaldi. He'll not have those kind of days every single time, but that goal is scored absolutely amazing. 4 more players playing later, 58 points from yesterday, 50 after subs. For me, I had 60, 55, 58, 61. I had 62 before the subs. Right now, I have 55. Hoping I saw that the number 1 in the world has 100 and something. That is crazy. They have 126 points or something, but all their players played yesterday. Like, just imagine someone had a team with Otamendi, Grimaldo there. They had Cancelo there. They had Ruben Diaz as well, like clean sheets, goals, crazy. But all their players played yesterday. Let's see. And should I start Adan or Grabic? That is for right now. I would start Adan. Ronaldo or Kunde, Ronaldo. No, sorry. Ronaldo is playing at home. I think Ronaldo has more potential. Ronaldo is very good in terms of ball recoveries. Even before he joined Atletico Madrid last season, I think he was playing for Lille, if I'm not wrong. He was very good in terms of ball recoveries. So Kunde is the one who's more expected to keep a clean sheet. So I'd actually still say Ronaldo because of the ball recoveries. I had Grimaldo, Guerrero, and Royce. My team is gone. How, Sina? Your team can't be gone. Your team is definitely there. You might not be able to log in, but your team is still there. It can't be blocked. My team, Guerrero is the other one who had a very good game yesterday. So big game here. Let's hope our Ajax players deliver, especially this one. He is my captain, man. This guy is my captain. Let us hope he does deliver for me. And kick off Ajax against Rangers. First watch along in terms of UCL fantasy, 0-0 first half kickoff. I want a quick start, man. I was very devastated when he started scoring goals yesterday, Haaland, because I knew they were going to win, but he decided to go for Benzema, man, and he got injured. Ajax at home. Ajax last season started very well in the Champions League. I think they thumped Sporting by like 4 or 5 goals last season. But that was when they had Halle and Anthony and all those guys. The lineup scrolling down the bottom. It's always. So I have left Adan on my bench today. I only have Bergwijn right now, and then later Shelley against Liverpool, Tavares against Tottenham, and Major against Leverkusen. I really do love the Champions League fantasy because it's not only assists and goals that can get you points. If a player scores from outside the box, it can get you points. If a player wins a penalty, it can get you points. If a player recovers the ball more than 3 times, it gets you an extra point as well. So that really helps a lot. It really helps. Literally, you don't find yourself cheering for goals in assists alone. I'm like telling my player, run back and recover that ball and get me that extra point. Ajax already on the attack here on the left side. You can see the game, how it's going to go. They're already in the box there. Poor pass, goal kick. I know Grimaldo's a good option for yesterday, says Reese. Yeah, so by the way, if you have Grimaldo, are you going to keep him for the next games against Juventus and PSG twice, or are you going to let him go now after that game? Clearly, he's a very good attacking threat. I watched Guerrero yesterday for Dortmund. My goodness, he was getting forward so much. I was like, I'm definitely going to bring him in this season. Like the way he was getting forward, absolutely amazing. I want Lewandowski to score 5 goals today. Ray is being very greedy. I'm thinking the most he'll score is 2 goals. I've obviously the Czech Republic League is different from the Champions League, but Victoria appeals and don't concede that many goals. You would expect them to park the bus a lot. I considered Guerrero and went for Chilwell. Never considered Grimaldo, though. Chose the safer pick instead, Otamendi. We should have known that Chelsea have been terrible this season. But Chilwell actually got an assist in that game, but the goal got disallowed because Chelsea made it 1-1. Aubameyang scored, but Chilwell's feet were just a bit in front. So he would actually have had an assist yesterday. Power says 55 points, 4 players playing today, including captain. Who is your captain? Lewandowski, I'm guessing, Power. I ended up on 94 points. My God, that's a lot, Reese. But brought on my subs, Bergwijn, Kvaratskhelia, and Ronaldo for all my 2-pointers. You're going to get to 100 then. If you have those players, you're probably going to get to 100 in your first match day for this season. You're looking good for 100. I'm just hoping for around like maybe 70. 70? I'm on 57 now. Bergwijn captain, if he scores, probably takes it to around 70. And Major and Kvaratskhelia later on. I think Liverpool will concede. 3 minutes gone, still 0-0 Ajax Rangers. Ajax do score a lot of goals. That is why I love the attacking players. So yesterday, since I didn't have any Real Madrid players, I was screaming for a Celtic goal, and they were so close to scoring. They hit the post. They missed a couple of chances because I knew a lot of people had Alaba and Courtois. I was really praying for Celtic to score because that would have made a difference. Ray says thoughts on Tuchel being sacked, deserved or not. I saw that he's managed 100 games for Chelsea and won 60 and only lost 16. That shows you how ruthless Chelsea are. I thought with Abramovich gone, Todd Bowley would be different, but no. It's almost like Abramovich is still operating Chelsea the way they've sacked him. I don't even think he'd have gone that early. Chelsea have been playing poorly, let's say, from the start of last season, not start from last season, but from the middle of last season. The only game that they played really well at the end of last season was when they went to Real Madrid and almost knocked out Real Madrid. But apart from that, I remember losing to Brentford by 4 goals. They lost to Arsenal by 4 goals. This season, they've definitely been very poor. No attacking threat. They're conceding goals to Southampton, Leeds, all those guys. And Chelsea are very impatient. I think their manager they're going to bring in from Brighton is going to be very good. He has a very bright future. So I wouldn't say deserved. If I was a Chelsea fan, I would have kept him for a couple of more months to see how the new signings would integrate. But I mean, players like Aubameyang, just imagine the coach has signed you. You've played just 30 minutes under him and then he's gone. The next manager who comes on maybe does not like Aubameyang and it tells him sit on the bench. I'll sell you in January. Like, it's unfortunate for people like Aubameyang. But I don't think it was they've been playing poorly. But I don't think it is deserved. If I was a Chelsea fan, I would have kept him for a couple of more months to see how he does. I'm sorry for the suggestion, Chilwell, by there, but he's such a good attacking threat. And I would have thought about Chilwell and James, because Chilwell had just come from scoring and assisting against West Ham that weekend. So I was really thinking about it. And I always like going for a player who I'm sure is going to start from that first game. So it isn't your fault, Bianco. Modric scored for me. What a goal, by the way. I told you Madrid will keep a clean sheet yesterday. They did, but very fortunate. Celtic could have had 2 or 3 goals. Like there's a couple of shots that Courtois didn't even see that hit the post, but their finishing was a bit all over the place. In terms of the next games, I would not trust Real Madrid to keep a clean sheet, especially the way which game I think they're playing against Shakhtar next. Let's see. I think they have 2 home games in a row. Real Madrid are playing against Leipzig and then Shakhtar back-to-back games. I think they might keep a clean sheet against Leipzig. Leipzig were awful yesterday, terrible. Like they got torn apart by Shakhtar, especially that Mudryk guy, absolutely tore them apart. Bergwijn is on the attack here. He's playing almost as a central striker whenever they have the ball. Things you'll have to see. But I need a goal. I need a goal as early as possible. I might play my Limitless as my players for this game week, have decent fixtures. For game week 3, just not a good game week 2. However, I'm keeping Grimaldo for Juventus. Limitless. Which players are you thinking for Limitless? I would seriously consider playing my Limitless in either match day 3 or 4, your wildcard, or match day 6. I think match day 3, 4, and 6 are the best for playing your chips. I would let it go for match day 2, because if you look at match day 3, if you're going for it in match day 2, there's a couple of players you can get on. Obviously, you can try. I would go for 3 PSG players if I'm playing my Limitless in match day 2. I'll do videos about that as well. Even if I'm not playing the chip, I'm going to be doing Limitless videos and wildcard videos for every match week. So I would definitely go for Mbappe, Neymar, maybe even Messi, but maybe one of their defenders in that one. I would probably go for 2-3 Man City players. I would go for Vinicius for sure from Leipzig. Now that Benzema could be out, you might consider going for someone like a Hazard or something. Those are the teams really. Maybe Liverpool against Ajax, but I can't really see any other team. Maybe Tottenham. But yeah, if you want to play it, just go ahead, play it. There's still a couple of fixtures you can target, but for me, I think it's a bit early. And I do like the fixtures for my players for match week 2. The City players up against Dortmund at home. I think they're still good fixtures. 7 minutes gone, still 0-0. No shots on target at all. No shots at all. That 100 game stat is true about Tuchel, but in the 50 games, they considered 24 goals. In the last 50, they considered 53. Yeah, they started the season very well, especially last season after winning the Champions League the previous campaign. I think they started the first 10 games and they only conceded 2 goals, and both of them were penalties. Last season in FPL, I remember very well, I didn't have any Chelsea defenders and they were keeping clean sheet after clean sheet until like Salah scored a penalty against them. They were keeping so many clean sheets, but it dropped off. Now, I think Tuchel is a very good cup manager. Like if you give him FA Cup, Champions League, Europa League, Carabao Cup, he will probably get to the semi-final final. Very good at defending, going to extra time, getting 1 goal. I've seen him, Chelsea, doing that in the Super Cup, in the Club World Cup. They go to the extra time, get a penalty, win the game, or go to the penalties in FA Cup and win the game there. They're very good at getting up to finals with Tuchel, and Tuchel, I think, is very good at that. But Premier League, I think, he's found out a lot in the Premier League in terms of 38 games, 90 minutes. Teams will find you out very quickly. When are you planning to use a Limitless and wildcard? Wildcard, probably match day 3. To get in a lot of City players and a couple of Real Madrid players and all that. But I wouldn't play it next match day. I think I'm happy with having Neymar against Maccabi Haifa. I'm happy to have Haaland against Dortmund. I'm happy to have Kvaratskhelia in the next game as well. I'm happy to have players like Nuno Tavares playing at home. Hakimi, I'm happy with Cancelo. I'm happy with. So doesn't really make sense to bring on another player. And the 2 subs I might directly make. Benzema is injured. I might just take him off and bring on Mbappe for that Maccabi Haifa game. And then the other one I might think about taking out Royce. But I did really like Royce. Ajax have a corner here. I really like the way Royce played in that match. Really got himself into really nice position. So I think they might even score against City. Chance for Ajax, but header off target. This is Timber. Does anyone have Timber in their squad? Let's see. I'm hoping for a Lewandowski masterclass today. He's my captain. He will score for sure. I'm afraid I might not even watch that game. I think he'll definitely score. Lewandowski 5 goals, says Ray. Chelsea's a ruthless club. You don't perform, you're gone. With new owners as well. This is a new owner and they're still doing the same thing. I think Chelsea are a little bit harsh on Tuchel, especially if with what he has done for them and having bought all of those players too. And also staying with them when they had a lot of trouble with the sanctions and everything. He still stayed with them without any problems. and I did not complain about Chelsea. Chelsea they're about to go. Basically, the club was about to be shut down, and it still stayed on. I need some PSG players. I took the risk of putting no PSG players in my team. You saw how good they were yesterday, huh? They are very good. So Mbappe, Neymar, especially in the group stage, they are very good. And I can see Mbappe and Neymar, all of them scoring and assisting 5-6 times in the group, especially in the next game against Maccabi Haifa. Oh my goodness, I can see 4-5-0. So if you don't already have a PSG striker, you need to go for at least one of them. For me, I'll probably, if Benzema is injured, it makes things very easy for me. Benzema out, Mbappe in. If Benzema is fit, it might be hard to think about how to get another PSG player because Leipzig, they're playing against Leipzig at home. Real Madrid, very good fixture for them. Ajax on the attack here, cross cleared by Rangers. Ajax dominating the entire 11 minutes so far, the possession with 11 minutes gone. Bergwijn with the ball shot, his first shot of the game off target. We need you to shoot on target, Bergwijn. We need you to shoot on target. I didn't take Mbappe because of my Real Madrid emotion. You still feel that thing about Mbappe not coming to Real. He will get you the points in Champions League fantasy, though. He will get you the points. So you can't go for Messi as well because he also has a Barcelona connection. Luis says, can I no longer make subs and change my captain anymore? Nope. The deadline is passed. You have to be like before the game starts on the next day, on the Wednesday, the early games. Which games are starting next time? Let me see. Match day 2. Which games are starting? Sporting, Tottenham, Pilsen, Inter Milan. Okay, and then on the next day we'll have Milan, Dinamo Zagreb, Shakhtar, Celtic. Do we have many players in these teams? I might still do a watch along for like Sporting, Tottenham, or Inter Milan on that day. I'm not sure a lot of people have Inter Milan players, but could bring on some. Ajax dominating possession, but just one shot so far. Louis, who did you want to change? Hope you didn't leave someone like a Lewandowski on the bench. Please don't tell me you left someone like a Lewandowski on the bench. I'm a Juventus fan, and to be honest, neither teams played well, especially PSG. I expected better from them, knowing that in the second half, Juventus dominated them. Yeah, second half, Juventus woke up. But again, they did have a couple of openings on PSG. There's a time Mbappe ran on the right side and Neymar was all by himself in the mid lane. He decided to shoot by himself. A bit greedy, should have passed it to Neymar. There's a shot that Neymar took, a volley that the goalkeeper saved. It should have been 3-1 there. But yeah, Juventus were good in the second half. But you saw the quality of PSG in the first half. Like the way they play like they're back at home, man. The flicked passes, the lobbed passes from Neymar, Mbappe with the volleys, like they're just playing for fun, those guys. And since they won that game, that was their hardest game. They're going to thump Maccabi Haifa from what I watched yesterday. Another corner for Ajax. What do you think about Arsenal versus United game? Very unlucky. I'm still annoyed about that first goal. I don't think it should have been disallowed. But yeah, Arsenal tried to attack very early. When Arsenal equalized, they tried to attack too early to get that second goal. And that left a lot of openings, and you can't do that against the likes of Rashford. I would have preferred if Arsenal kept it at 1-1 and kept possession a bit, and maybe even take a draw. I would not mind a draw at Old Trafford at all. So, but you tried to go for it very early. I have Nkunku captain and Kane, Perisic, Christensen on the bench. Nkunku, oh my goodness, you had Nkunku as your captain. So the one thing you can do if you want to wait to see the lineups on the next day, if your captain did not perform at all like Nkunku, you need to change it right immediately. Like an hour after the game ends on Tuesday night, just change your captain right away. That puts you in a safer position, so that even if you forget or if you don't get time to change your team on the next day, at least you changed your captain. But I do understand, sometimes it happens. Sometimes people get busy on the next day and I don't have time to make... Ken will score. Ken will score. He's a fantastic striker. I hate saying that, but he is, especially at home to Marseille, he will score. So Kane, Perisic, Christensen. Oh, Louis. So I'll just pray that Tottenham don't win that game, it ends 1. If they win, someone else scores and not Kane or Perisic. It can still work out for you, Luis. It's never the end of the world still. It might still work for you. You never know. Marseille could go and win that game 2-0 and Kane doesn't score and Perisic doesn't do anything in that match. And you pray that Victoria appeals and score against Christensen, and all of a sudden you have 2 points, 2 points, 1 point on the bench. It isn't a disaster. But if there's also the other option that could happen, the other thing that could happen, they could score 2 goals, 3 goals, Kane hat-trick, Perisic clean sheet and an assist, Christensen goal, 2 assists and a clean sheet. That would be a disaster. That could happen as well. So you just pray for the first one. So make sure next time, is this the first season you're playing? You just check, especially on Tuesday night after the games end on Tuesday night or Tuesday morning, depending on where you are. They usually take like a couple of hours to update it. Just make sure to change your captain immediately. Kane might score, says Ray. I think he will score. Messi, Neymar, Mbappe are just way too good, and every team should be aware of that. Ajax on the attack here again. I keep on saying PSV. I think Juventus did very well defensively after those 2 goals we conceded. I think he did. Who? I saw Bonucci playing. Which other defenders would you go for from Juventus in the future? Because they have Benfica and Maccabi Haifa twice. As a Juventus fan, who would you suggest as the best defenders to go for from that? Goal, Ajax, 1-0. Who has scored? It's definitely not whoever wanted to score. Ajax goal. And it's Alvarez. Does anyone have Alvarez in their team? 1-0 Ajax. Alvarez scores the goal. I want to see who got the assist. What a corner. It was from a corner kick. Berghaus the assist. Does anyone have Berghaus or Alvarez? Fantastic corner, man. My goodness. What a header. Yep, I'm expecting 2-3 goals in this game for Ajax. So good start for them. 1-0 to Ajax. Alvarez with the header. Berghaus with the assist. It's not Bergwijn. I want Bergwijn to score. 1-0 Ajax. But this will open things up. So Rangers have to try and attack. So hopefully that is beneficial to the likes of Bergwijn. I don't think many people have Alvarez. I was actually considering putting Alvarez in, says Reese. I have Tavares. I want an assist from him, says Ray. I think he can get a lot of recovery points. Who are you targeting next game week? I'll also do a video on that tomorrow. Our transfer tips and everything, but definitely Mbappe first. Mbappe for Benzema. That Maccabi Haifa fixture is too good to not consider. So Mbappe is the first guy I'm trying to get on right away. I always do that after games. Captain played bad. I immediately switched my captain. Yeah, that's what I did as well. I changed my captain to Bergwijn right away, and then I just made my other subs right now. It's my first season. No problem, Luis. Is it Louis or Luis? People learn as they go on. Now you'll never forget again. This is the the first and only time you're going to forget. So just hope that things go well for you at night and Tottenham don't win. It's my first season. I thought I could make subs and change captain before the Barcelona game. Didn't realize it was before the first game. It is what is that I can do now. Yeah, so after the first game, the first day ends, like on Tuesday night, a couple of hours later, the subs are open until the second deadline on that Wednesday. You get to learn with time. Some people still don't know all the rules about the Champions League fantasy and stuff like that. It's totally different. He's so versatile, Danilo. He can play as a center back, left back. Even Kostic is very good. The guy plays as a left winger and is listed as a center back in UCL fantasy. Kostic. Did he play 90 minutes yesterday? Danilo. I still think City got the best. I think they exchanged with Cancelo. I think City got the better deal in terms of getting Cancelo on. Danilo, it's never worked for him at Man City, but that could be an interesting option to look at. I think those 2-3 fixtures there will be very good for them. Jinx that Bergwijn will get a red card. Please no, Ray. Please no. Please no. That would be a disaster. Bremer will get you loads of interception points. He's very good in one-on-one, as you probably saw versus PSG or even other games. So let's just check here. I want to check how many people have. Can you actually check it during the match day? Make transfers. I think you can. Transfers. I want to check how many people have Alvarez in their team. Alvarez. By the way, I can even check your team right now if you want. In terms of just tell me which position you are in the Everything Football League. I can check your team. Let's see. Alvarez, let's go to Ajax. Ajax will score a second goal very soon. Baghouse is owned by 1%. So the 1% who have Baghouse are very lucky already. And Alvarez, 6 million. I think Alvarez was like 4.5 million last season. His price went up. I had him last season when he was 4.5, but this season his price has gone up. Goal for him already 6 points. It came from a corner, and he's very good in terms of recovery points as well. So whoever has Alvarez, chance. Oh, so close for Ajax. Another corner. A second goal is coming right now. Right now, a second goal is coming. Now that Chelsea are getting a new coach, we'll wait and see if Chilwell or Cucurella will be preferred, because Chelsea have a home fixture against Salzburg. So I might just stick with them and check out Benzema from Mbappe if he's not playing, and probably bring on Modric or Valverde for someone in midfield because of that fixture that Real Madrid have. You're fifth in my league. My goodness, Reese, you're way on top, man. I have Kulusevski in my starting 11. If he doesn't play, will I get someone off the bench? Yes, you will. As long as you didn't make your manual subs. If the player doesn't play, you'll get automatic subs. But Kulusevski will play, though, Alois. He will definitely play. I think Richarlison will play a couple of the Premier League games, and then he will play the Champions League. Made Haaland captain instead of Benzema, as I knew Celtic wouldn't be in the easiest of games away, so luckily they did that. I mean, it was. They still won 3-0, but unluckily Benzema got injured. I did expect both Real Madrid and Man City to win by 3 or 4 goals. Yes, it was tough for Celtic, but the quality is different from the Scottish League and the Spanish League. That is why if Real Madrid faces a team like Celtic, even if Celtic wins 6-0 over the weekend, if they play against Real Madrid, when they go to the Bernabeu, they lose that game 4 or 5-0. Pretty sure Kostic got an assist too. Let me just check that. From the corner, I know Juventus scored from a corner. Oh, yeah, he did. He got an assist. That is a player to look at for sure. How much is he? But Bergwijn the chance. Oh, my God. Why didn't he shoot? He decided to pass. They were playing a 1-2. 1 assist, 1 ball recovered. He's only he's 5.5 million. Probably be looking at him when they play Maccabi Haifa twice. Bergwijn was almost through there. He should have shot it the first time, though. Let's see. Yep, I will check it right now. I am 213th in your league, chicken wingers. Benzema is reportedly out for 10 to 11 days, so that means he misses next. It was what kind of injury was it? I had knee injury, if I'm not wrong, right? I think I had something like a knee injury. Rangers here on the attack. I would love it if they score. I don't have any Rangers, any Ajax defenders. I know some of you have. That is suffered. Bianco says 10 to 11 days. So he'll definitely miss match week 2. So Mbappe is definitely coming in for me. So right away, you know that. Mbappe will come on unless he gets injured or something over the weekend. They're way too good. Way too good. Everything football. Risa said is 5th. Guns and Moses. What a name, Rhys. What a name. Guns and Moses. What a name. I would have preferred Guns and Roses, but Guns and Moses is very creative. Oh my goodness. Rhys had Grimaldo in his team. He had Guerrero in his team. He had Cancelo in his team. He had Maya in his team. He had Rhys James was disappointing. You also have Bergwijn. You had Haaland as your captain. You played with only one striker. You took out Werner and Benzema. And Kunku, you've brought in Bergwijn, Kvaratskhelia, and Ronaldo. That's a very good team. So in terms of the second match day, what transfers are you thinking of making? I'd probably take out... I would not have. I remember I probably told you yesterday I would not have both Van and Kunku. And now that they're going to Real Madrid, I might even say take out the both of them. Bergwijn on the attack here. Ajax in the box. Cross. Cleared by Rangers. I would be very tempted to take out both Leipzig players, Reese, and probably bring on how much is Werner? Liao. I'd be thinking of Rafael Liao from AC Milan. He got an assist yesterday, and he's playing against Dinamo Zagreb at home next game. That is the transfer I'd be thinking about right away. Timo Werner out, Liao in, and then probably Nkunku out and getting an 8 million midfielder. Probably another player from City like a Foden. I think Foden could score again in the next match day. Ajax again in the box. Will he cross? No. Literally, Bergwijn is all by himself in the box. Pass the ball to him. Ajax are dominating the possession a lot. I don't want my captain to blank in match day 1, please, no. Ajax will get chances for sure, though. So that is my advice, Reese. I really like your team. I think you're going to get to 100 points this week. So I would. So Benzema is out injured. So since Benzema is out injured, I would check out Benzema and Werner and bring in Liao and Mbappe. That's what I would do if you have the cash for that. Out of that game, I feel I have to take out both, but I also want to get Mbappe in because of the Benzema injury. Yeah, you obviously have to do that. And I can see you don't have any PSG players. I mean, if you don't have enough money to go to Liao from Werner, you can go for a cheaper striker, or you can just keep Werner and take out Nkunku and bring in a cheaper midfielder. Because Nkunku is 9 million. You can get really good midfielders at 8 million, 8.5. So that's what I'd do. Your team is looking good, though. Did you say you're going to play your... Let me just check. Rangers have no position at all. These guys are dominating the entire... You're thinking about playing your Limitless next match. They would not. What a chance for Ajax. It wasn't Bergwijn, though, so I'm not bothered. Ray says chicken wingers. Let me check it. Ajax are creating so many chances. Around 25, 27 minutes gone. We really need Bergwijn to start doing something in this game. He's only taken 1 shot so far. Ray, today just this one, but from next week, I'll be trying to do at least both Tuesday and Wednesday. From next week, I'll be doing Tuesday and Wednesday. That is because I'll also be live afterwards, Ray. I'll do another video right afterwards, probably a live stream to react to the match day 1. So I'll be live again after the night games. So that's why I'm not doing a watch along for the night matches. I have the money for Mbappe and Liao to switch for Varane and Benzema. That's what I'd do. That is what I would do right away. Literally, it's right there for you. Liao is at home to Dinamo Zagreb. Mbappe is playing against Maccabi Haifa. That's what I would do right away. So what I would do first is to get in Mbappe for Benzema, and then I would wait first. I'd keep that one transfer until next week, maybe Monday. Just check if there's any other injuries over the weekend. Maybe Liao picks up a knock or something. You don't want that, so bring in just one sub like Mbappe to Benzema, and then keep that one transfer, and then you see how you feel on Monday right before the games. And then if you've changed your mind, you can take off Werner, Nkunku, or you can bring in whoever you want. I would make all 2 subs right away. Just one. It's very important to save that one transfer for closer to the deadline. I am checking your team rate, don't worry. I'm scrolling. I have the money. Bergwijn has the assist for that goal at least. Which goal? That was Berghaus. That wasn't Bergwijn. He didn't get an assist. That was Berghaus. Bergwijn doesn't even take the corners. I wish it was him. But that was a left footer from Berghaus. Ajax right again in the box. But they are creating chances. You said to... Chance again here for Ajax. Tadic shot blocked 213th. There's a lot of players in 213th. Wow. I've gotten it though. There's like 8-10 players with the same number of points, Ray. So Ray has Haaland as the captain. Absolutely amazing for you. You had Mbappe, fantastic. You might have been buzzing when Mbappe scored within 5 minutes. You had Broby. So yeah, that's the other thing. I'm pretty sure did you have Broby on the bench? Did you have him in the starting lineup? If you had him on the bench, he brought in. You took out Florentino. Who did you take out Florentino? If I wouldn't have taken out Florentino, I think 5 points is good. So usually I might wait to see the lineup on the Wednesday to make the subs. Because Broby is not playing, so you're kind of hoping he doesn't play. No, you're kind of hoping he does come on to do something. Because we've dropped Florentino, Ilva Tavares, and another Club Brugge player on the bench. Courtois, you did have Courtois clean sheet there. You have Trent. You have, wow, you've gone for 3 Bayern Munich players. Red definitely trusts in Bayern Munich. Davis, Mane, and Sane. Hopefully, Broby does come on for you to do something, since now you can't get any automatic subs if he doesn't play. Ajax on the attack again. Berghaus, he scored again. Oh my goodness. 2-0. And it's still not Bergwijn. Berghaus now has a goal and an assist. Whoa, it's only 7 million. 2-0 Ajax. I think that's an on goal or a deflection. Let me see. But even if whatever it is, it's still 2 attacking returns for Berghaus. And I remember last season he started the same exact way against when they played Sporting in another team. He was playing really well at the beginning of the campaign. I knew it was going to be very hard for Ajax here. Oh my goodness, the skill. Oh. I really hate when teams score like this, because now Bergwijn gets closer to being subbed off. It's a deflection, but it was a really poor shot. Like, that guy did not have to touch that ball. But I think they're going to give him the goal, if I'm not wrong. They will check it. I think it was going in. But it was a very soft shot. It was not going to be a goal. The goalkeeper was going to easily save it. But Berghaus now has 2 attacking returns for today. And is only owned by 1%. Really? Oh, yeah, you're right. I clicked on the wrong team. What the hell? I knew it wasn't him because it was a left footer who took the corner. It's definitely not Bergwijn. It's Berghaus. Berghaus is a left footer, so I knew it was definitely not Bergwijn. For me, it's Wednesday and Thursday since I live in India. Late night matches are at 12:30 a.m. and early matches at 10:15 p.m. So the games end like at 2:30. Oh my goodness, 3-0 Ajax, and it's still not Bergwijn. My goodness, they are thumping them. Oh my goodness, they're absolutely thumping them. 3-0 Ajax. I knew they were going to get goals, but it's supposed to be Bergwijn. Oh, this is giving me bad memories of when Liverpool won 9-0 and Salah did not score. He's going to be subbed off now, won't he? Bloody hell. 3-0 Ajax, absolutely demolishing them. Did we get an assist? Who passed the ball to him? Oh my, that was so easy. What a shot, man. I'm pretty sure it's a defender who has assisted another defender. Three goals and no Bergwijn. That's a disaster so far. Because that means he's getting closer to start getting subbed off. Yeah, you're right, Ray. I clicked on the wrong team. That's because I'm trying to do 4 things at the same time. Ajax 3-0. Let's check here who the goal has been given to Ajax. So Berghaus, Alvarez, and Kudus. I don't think a lot of people have Kudus in their team. Berghaus has an assist. They've scored too many goals early, man. Bergwijn is going to be subbed off. I just have that bad feeling already. Jesse says wrong bag we picked. Actually, I considered Berghaus because of the set pieces. Last season, he was very incredible. I didn't have him. I had Haller. And I think it was Gravenberch before he moved to Bayern. And Berghaus was really delivering. He's done the same thing to me. It's back-to-back days. Dev game, I've gotten you now. I've gotten your team now. Don't worry. You have Neymar, you have Lewandowski captain, you had Modric, Florentino, Cancelo, Otamendi. I basically reviewed someone else's team for free, even without them being here. You took out Nkunku, Benzema, Chilwell. You have Adan. Yeah, so the goalkeeper change is okay. Bergwijn has the ball here. Can he score as well? Come on, shoot the ball. He decided to pass it. The things FPL and fantasy football makes us do. I'm busy here supporting Ajax like I'm a diehard fan of Ajax. Tavares, Trent Alexander can still do the job for you, Ray. Svarchelia, Florentino, Mario. I think he did the right thing. I think Lewandowski will still deliver for you. I can see you getting at least above 60 points with Lewandowski as your captain. You might even get to 70 if Trent performs. So in terms of what subs I would make for next week, first of all, Mbappe for Benzema. That is what I would do if Benzema is indeed out for 10 to 11 days. And then the next one, you already have Mario, Otamendi, Chilwell, Nkunku. I'll take out Nkunku for someone else in midfield. Set pieces are a good thing to focus on for some players in your team for sure. Penalties, free kicks, corners. Bergwijn is going to give me a Salah 9-0 throwbacks. That was a painful one, man. I had Salah captain as well. Very painful. Especially when Haaland was scoring a hat-trick as well. Kudus is pretty cheap, right? Let me see. He's playing as a left back as well and he's bombing forward. So he's gotten into that box so many times. The problem is I'm not sure he plays every single day. I did not do any research on him at all. Defender, Kudus. Is he even a defender? Wait, which position does he play? Oh, is he actually a forward? I'm actually not sure. He's playing in the left wing, but let me see. He is a midfielder, 5 million. Yeah, that's very cheap. He's playing he's getting in the box so many times. So many times. So he is only 5 million, only 5 million. The problem is I'm not sure he plays every single day unless we do some more research on him. Let me see. So I talked about your team, Dev. So Dev, right now it's almost 1:30 a.m. Oh wait, so it's almost 11:15, almost midnight, right? Heading to midnight at your place. So they usually watch all the games until morning. What's a cheap strategy? I'm gonna use my limitless in game week 2 and wildcard in game week 3. I'll probably use the wildcard in game week match week 3 or match day 3. Champions League, it's match day 3, and then limitless maybe in 5 or 6. I did a video about cheap strategy. 11 p.m. So I usually watch the games until morning. 38 minutes gone. I really want Bergwijn to do something. He's not, he's not even getting recovery points. That's the thing. This would be a proper disaster. You rather have the game ending 0-0 and no one does anything, but when the game ends 3-0, 4-0, 5-0, and your player does not deliver, and he's literally by himself in the box, but they're not passing the ball to him. And they're in the box again. Oh my goodness, this guy, they're very good. He is very good. Rangers have no sniff of the ball at all. This is all Rangers, all Ajax so far. This will be 4-5-0 now. Stretches to 3 a.m. Crazy, man. So Alvarez, Berghaus, and Kudus with the goals. I can actually just type in who has scored the goals. Alvarez. This just reminds me of Celtic Real Madrid yesterday. I knew Real Madrid were going to score 3 goals. but Benzema got injured, unfortunately, so that is very unfortunate. Baghouse. Another shot saved by the goalkeeper. I'm getting really frustrated with Bergwijn. He's only taken one shot and it was off target. There is definitely a big opportunity here for them to get 5 goals in this game. Brendan, has Burgers even taken a shot on target? Nothing at all. Nothing at all. He's not even passed the ball to someone and that someone taken a shot. Nothing. He's not even come close to getting an assist yet. He just took one shot outside the box. They've been using the right side of Berghaus a lot, and they're about to go to halftime, and that is not pleasing at all. Broby might come on for those guys who had Broby in their lineup. No assist, says Ray. Ten Hag. Who needs Ten Hag, huh? Definitely not Ajax. They don't need him. So it's just you. No one needs Ten Hag. They're a very good attacking team. As I said about this group, I'm expecting it to be the same. I think Liverpool Ajax next week will be 3-2 or something like that. Napoli Ajax will probably be 3-3, 4-3. I can see a lot of goals in this group. 41 minutes gone, close to halftime, getting very close to halftime now. Ajax are attacking just what we needed, but they're not scoring. So some of you have Ajax defenders, so you're hoping for the Ajax clean sheet. I checked Dev's team. I've checked Reese's team as well. In case you're in the Everything Football League, which you should be, by the way, let me know which position you are right now so I can check your team as well when they go to halftime. United need him, though, suits his level of football. He really struggled in the opening days, so I was very concerned for them. Not in that, because I really don't care about them, but yeah, they really, it wasn't working out for them with Ranić. Blind again on the attack. Literally, Rangers have done nothing the entire game. It's all Ajax. They're now getting comfortable. Three minutes to go to halftime. Yeah, they're now passing it around. Exactly what you didn't want. Even after Halle and Anthony gone, Ajax is still scoring a lot of goals. Even Gravenberch in midfield gone as well. This kind of teams, Ajax, Dortmund, Salzburg, Southampton, Atletico Madrid, this kind of teams that usually just sell every single season, but still are very good. Brighton also do the same these days. I remember there's a time Atletico Madrid was selling so many players. Torres, Aguero, Courtois went from there, although he was on loan there. They let De Gea go. They were selling so many players those years, but they were still getting to champion. Bergwijn in the box. Come on, shoot the ball. Another save from the Ajax goalkeeper. As a Liverpool fan, this group is pretty tough, but I still see us going through. Yeah, he probably will go through. I can see a lot of goals. I can't see a lot of clean sheets in that group at all. There will be a lot of high-scoring games. Even tonight, Napoli-Liverpool, I can see 2-2. But you'll probably beat Ajax next week 3-2 or something. I think that's what I have for my prediction. Yeah, Liverpool have the mentality. The only thing I'm worried about them, I think Matip is back. The Gomez-Van Dijk partnership does not work. I think Reece will agree with that. Every time Gomez and Van Dijk have started together, it has not worked at all. So I think they needed Konate and Matip back. And also their midfield injuries. When Thiago returns, I think Klopp said he's about to return or something. He definitely needed him in the midfield. Like the time Man United played Liverpool, like I could not believe how poor Liverpool were because I'm used to Liverpool thumping Man United. I did for my predictions for Napoli 2-2. I agree. I went for 2-2 as well. Hopefully Kvaratskhelia does something. I'm really hoping he doesn't sub off because I'm pretty sure he did. There's a time he scored like 2 or 3 goals and he got subbed off very quickly. Bergwijn in the 60th minute. I think they were playing Groningen. Groningen, I think that's how you pronounce the name. This is very painful. 3-0, Bergwijn with 2 points in my team. Very painful. Another corner from Berghaus. Oh my goodness, his corners are so nice. They are playing Liverpool next, though. Match day 3, Ajax. Are they at home or away? They're at home to Napoli. Someone said we went for the wrong bag. That's funny. We went for bag van instead of bag house. Shocking part of this season is Salah's performance. However, everything is okay with him. He will come good. I don't think he will be the top scorer this season. I predicted Haaland to be top scorer a long time ago. Before the season started, I said he's going to get around 25 goals. I think he might even pass that. He's already at 10 goals. So I think this season Haaland is going to be top scorer and probably Kane number 2 or something. I think Haaland will be up there in Champions League as well. I'm telling you, if you have an Ajax defender in this game, you're feeling very safe because Rangers are doing nothing. That clean sheet is looking very safe right now. Yes, Brendan, I will be making a wildcard and a limitless chip video every single match day before every single match day. When is today? Today is Wednesday. That will probably be tomorrow. The first video will be the transfer tips for next match day, and then that one. Haaland will get 30 goals easily. If that's just in the Premier League or all competitions, I think all competitions he will get 30 plus very easily. The Premier League, though, is very difficult. Sometimes they usually say you start the season scoring so many goals, you feel good, and then he might go 10 games without a goal or something crazy like that. But I really doubt. Like, for the people who are saying he will struggle in England after leaving Dortmund, where he's playing with De Bruyne behind him, absolutely not. Like, he will totally enjoy himself. With De Bruyne behind him, oh my goodness, he will not struggle at all. Those assists from even De Bruyne himself will really benefit because of the finishing from Haaland, both of them, and Foden. I really think Gomez is a good player, but I prefer Matip Konate. I had whenever Gomez and Van Dijk play together, I don't think you guys have ever kept a clean sheet. I think apart from that Bournemouth game where you won 9-0. But I think playing Elliott and Carvalho in the midfield is playing the same player, even though I do agree. Very young, both of them, and are kind of the same style. I love them both. I think we need that. I really loved the Liverpool midfield that had Fabinho, Wijnaldum, and Henderson, right? Those three are very good in midfield. That's when you won the league and won the Champions League. All three of them are very good. And then you had the likes of Keita coming from the bench. Mane, I think Mane is a big miss. Do you miss Mane? The problem with Thiago is he's always injured, man. And Henderson is getting a bit older now. Fabinho, you have a couple of injuries here and there as well. Let's see how Arthur Melo does for you. Ray says, I'm thinking of switching Salah to De Bruyne in FPL. Very risky, but De Bruyne will always get returns, especially that he got rested in the last match day against Aston Villa. I'd be very tempted to do it as well. I already have 3 Man City players myself, so I can do that. We all miss I'm thinking of switching Salah to De Bruyne in FPL. We all miss Mane from Premier League, says Way. I can actually just show you my FPL team. Let me just open a different tab. FPL. I would really, I see some people asking me to do FPL content. I'd really love to, but it's just it's so much. It's so much work. This is I run 3 channels on YouTube, so it's very hard to start doing FPL content because FPL content itself is, if you're an FPL content creator, you need to be an FPL content creator like Andy and Let's Talk FPL and all those guys. You need to be a content creator in FPL and basically do nothing else because there's a lot to talk about in FPL. So since I do Champions League fantasy, it's very hard to do FPL as well and still run the Arsenal page as well. Very, very difficult. Let me see FPL. I do play FPL though. I've been playing FPL for 7 years. So I already have 3 City players. Let me show you my team. I need to stop sharing this screen first. Reese says, I do miss money. I think Nunes will be good if you can either adapt to his play style, a bit of getting in behind, or you can adapt to ours a bit more. He did very well against Fulham. He did very well against Fulham, but he didn't do well against KB. It's painful. It's very painful. They've scored 3 goals and he's not done anything. Literally, he's not even been close to doing anything. So this is my FPL team. As you can see, I do have 2 City defenders. This last week it didn't work, but it has worked a couple of times with Cancelo and Diaz. I was thinking about doing that as well in the in UCL Fantasy, get Diaz and Cancelo, but I was not sure if Diaz would be rested or something. And Champions League is obviously harder, so right now, I did have Pickford. I was really happy Pickford keeping a clean sheet against your team, Reese. I had Pickford and he was saving shot after shot. I have Nico Williams, Trent, Diaz, and Cancelo. I had Gross. Unfortunately, I did have McAllister from Brighton. Gross did get an assist. And then, yeah, I have 3 Arsenal players. I was thinking about dropping Saka, but Saka is the one who scored against Man United. And to be fair, the first goal Arsenal scored that got disallowed, it was a Saka assist to Martinelli. So both of them would have had a return in that game. I am thinking about taking out one Arsenal player, but it can't be Jesus and Martinelli, and Saka scores and assists a couple of times. I'll probably drop one Arsenal player after next week after playing Everton. Salah is there, and so basically what I was saying is I can't bring on De Bruyne for Salah, Ray, because I already have Diaz, Cancelo, and Haaland. Haaland was my captain though, so I'm glad with that. And then obviously on the bench, let me tell you something funny with Trippier. Trippier is on my bench. All the clean sheets that Newcastle have kept this season has been on my bench. Painful. The 8 points he picked up in match day 1, and I think the 7 points in match day 2, he was on my bench. And this time he was on my bench as well. Even the time they played against Man City, he scored a free kick, he was on my bench. Very painful. I don't know why I keep leaving him on the bench, but the 2 times I played him, he didn't return anything. Very painful. That was against Liverpool and against Wolves as well. He did not return anything. So that is how my FPL team is looking like. I've already made changes for next week. The man himself, Mitrovic, is already in my team. So that is how my FPL is looking like. I can be posting some couple of community tabs, a couple of FPL tips in the community tab and stuff. This week, who am I captaining? Wolves are not totally useless defensively, and I'm not sure about Salah recently. It's Haaland has Tottenham. I'm thinking Jesus against Everton. Let's see. KB, same exact, man. I made him the captain as well. They've scored 3 goals. Now, the fear is him getting subbed off. That is my fear. How soon will he get subbed off? Even literally just even get an assist, just something. There's a clean sheet point you can get, obviously, but 6 points is a disaster because people have Haaland, captain Lewandowski. It's going to be a painful watch at night. If Bergwijn doesn't return, I cannot watch that Barcelona game. It's going to be too painful. Yeah, Ray, that is my first channel. This is my second channel. That's why I'm saying like FPL, it's a bit hard to do with all of those commitments. Thank you, Ray. I'm kept my captaincy on Haaland, says Brendan. Yeah, good decision for sure. Unlike FPL, Fantasy UCL is a bit uncharted on YouTube. I struggle to find decent channels until years, of course. Says Justice. So funny thing is, I did the same thing before I started doing UCL Fantasy. I was doing FPL like since the COVID season. I was doing FPL on that other channel. And then obviously I realized there's so many people doing FPL. There's always space for everyone else to, if you want to do FPL content, if you want to do Man United content, Arsenal content, there's always space for everyone to do because there's a lot of people using YouTube. Billions of people are using YouTube. So yes, if you have something unique, people can still watch you. The problem was like it was so many people doing FPL content, and you need basically good content, and to like compete with people like Let's Talk FPL with all the graphics and everything, it's a bit difficult. So I realized when I checked UCL content, I only noticed Dylan was the only one who was doing it, and I was like, wow, that is crazy. Like only one channel is doing Champions League fantasy content and there's like 1 million players playing it. That's when I jumped to it right away last season. So I appreciate it, just you. Not many people do it. It's the only UCL fantasy I watch. The best content ever. I appreciate it. Ray. Rhys says my normal FPL isn't going well. Don't worry. I think I'm like at something like 900k or a million in the world at the moment. There is 10 million people playing it, so that's like the top 10%. Yeah, FPL is absolutely saturated. Just you. There are so many. Like whenever there's a deadline, you just search for FPL deadline stream. There's like 100, 200 channels doing it. So you really have to be unique. I mean, what you're doing. It's very hard to grow in a space like that as well. Normal FPL isn't going well. Second half is about to kick off. There is also the World Cup coming up. There will be a World Cup fantasy as well, in case you've never played it before. There will be a World Cup fantasy, and we will be covering that on here as well. It also gets me to Champions League. As an Arsenal fan, my team does not play in the Champions League. So this channel kind of brings me to the Champions League. I usually qualify for the Champions League even though I support Arsenal. FPL is growing in 10 years. There will be more than 20 million people playing, says Ray. Yeah, there's so many people playing it. And I can only see it growing bigger. Like for the people who do FPL content, I can always like see them getting even bigger and bigger. And Champions League as well will grow. I mean, there's a time like the first time I played it was like 300,000 people playing it alone. Right now, I think there's over a million, almost a million, if I'm not wrong. Almost a million managers playing it. I guess it's just it takes a bit of time. I think people sometimes forget about it, and it's difficult to remember to change a team. Like Luis today, he forgot to change his captain and stuff. Some people, I guess, forget about it. But I think it's very interesting, especially if you don't support any team in the Champions League. Like you just enjoy every single game. Ray says World Cup fantasy is super fun. Yep, you start looking at players from Ghana, players from Iran, players from Wales. You start doing some research on all players from every single continent. Just like Euro Fantasy. I did finish like 200th in the Euro Fantasy. I was really, really happy with that. Rhys says, I like these types of FPL tournaments. I really like the Euro one, so I'm looking forward to the World Cup. They are very good, man. 2018 was the first time I played the World Cup one. Very interesting. It's also like this one. I think you can change your players and change your captain. I don't know if they're going to change it this time around in terms of the rules, but that's how it usually is. Very interesting, man. It makes it even more interesting. The World Cup is very good. They do say sometimes betting and fantasy football kind of spoils the fun in watching football, but I don't agree with that. Fantasy football added the fun. Like look at us watching Ajax and Rangers, and literally I'm so into the game, like more than I would have ever been. I've forgotten to check Frankfurt's scoreline. Frankfurt are playing against Sporting. I know a couple of you, like I think Ray has like their goalkeeper. Let me check the scoreline in Frankfurt's game. I can even check it here. Oh, it's 0-0. So a clean sheet is looking very likely, huh? For Dan. Interesting. Frankfurt 0, Sporting 0. A couple of yellow cards there. No way they scored 3 goals and Bergwijn has not scored. If he gets subbed off, I'd be very frustrated, man. The season is long. So if you don't score well in match day 1, it's not the end, but you really need your captain to get something, man. So into the game, but yet Bergwijn didn't score assist. My fear is him getting subbed off without getting any return. I need him to get a return before. And they're getting so many chances. Rangers are not doing anything, literally. Let me just check the Everything Football League. Let me check who's top of the table. $97 points. Rez is top of the table with 97 points. 96, 96, 96, 94, 90. Reese, you're absolutely amazing. We have Reese in the chat and he's fifth on the table. That's crazy. So I think you actually have a chance of passing the guys on top of you. Martin, I think I know Martin. Martin is sixth. Red Wolves. So a lot of 90s, 80s. So to be in the top 50, I think you'll need above 70 points or something. We have almost 500 people playing in the group. So let me just check this Rez team. He has 97 points. He made a couple of subs. So he took out Koulibaly, Van and Perrin. He brought in Barella, Nelson, and Lewandowski is going to get to 100 points for sure. He's definitely going to get to 100 points. The second half is starting. Rangers making 2 subs. I remember, yeah. I was top 10 in your league last season. Now I really want Lewandowski to score 5 goals. Now I really want Lewandowski to blank really, really much, because if my captain doesn't score, every player is coming on, no subs yet. So hopefully he does play. He does stay on, hopefully. Even an assist, that's all I'm asking for, an assist, just an assist, just that, literally, nothing else. Second half. So from your question earlier, Real will be doing more from next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, but I'll probably be live after the night's games. Rangers. When are Rangers playing against Liverpool? They're looking very terrible defensively. That might be a time to bring back Salah. So Liverpool will play against Rangers in match day 3 and 4. That might be a time to bring on the likes of Diaz and Salah, because Rangers defensively are looking shocking. They lost 4-0 to Celtic the other day, and they're now trailing 3-0. Second half is back, kickoff. Please, Bergwijn, do something, please. It's looking very good for the guys who have an Ajax defender or the goalkeeper persevere. Clean sheet is looking very likely, unless they lose a bit of concentration or start making subs. It's all about consistencies, though, in Champions League fantasy. Even if you don't do well in match day 1, just remember your transfers, just remember your subs, remember changing your captain, all that. Some people will forget. So across the 13 match days, across the months, if you're consistent enough, you'll definitely be high in the ranks. All of a sudden, Bergwijn looks slower when I have him captained. I watched him score a hat-trick the other day. Going to be hard to catch fast with them having Lewandowski. Oh, yeah. It's going to be difficult, but he might get into the like top 4 or something. He might score a position higher. Ajax still dominating possession. Lewandowski. 5 Ngolski. Okay. I switched captain from Haaland to Lewandowski. I'm an absolute madman. Yeah, let me just say what Ray says. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Listen, if it works out for you and Lewandowski pops in a hat-trick, then you're a genius. You're a mad genius. Ball on the left with Bergwijn. Do something, please. Ajax still dominating possession. And they've lost the ball. Ronaldo selected by 26%, so clean sheet is good for me as I have him, but also not good because it's highly owned. Sorry. I do. I think FC Porto will score in that game. So for my predictions yesterday, I was perfect with a couple and close with few. Like I went for Benfica 3-0, they won 2-0. I went for Celtic to score against Real Madrid 3-1, but Celtic didn't score, but Real Madrid scored 3 goals. I think I went for which was the other game? I think I went for Man City, I think 4. Sevilla 1. I thought Sevilla were going to score. City did score 4, but Sevilla didn't score. So if I would have trusted my predictions in terms of clean sheets, I'd have gotten a few. But today I think Atletico will score and FC Porto will score. So they might not get that clean sheet, hopefully. I don't want them to keep that clean sheet because it's very highly owned. Chance for Rangers off target. Still 3-0, but the more the time is ticking, the more the subs are getting close, unfortunately. Goal kick for Ajax. Let me take a look at the Frankfurt game. Still 0-0. Free, I think that's a free kick for Frankfurt. I don't have any players in this game though, but Frankfurt thumped Leipzig 4-0 the other day, so I might get a couple of their players very soon. Ajax in the box again. Better defending from Rangers this time. I went for 5-1 Barcelona today. As long as Victoria Pilsen score, I'd be very happy. I think I went for 3-0. Bergvos is shooting everything. Just pass the ball to Bergwijn. He wants 2 goals and an assist. Literally, the problem with half players like Bergwijn as well, he'll never get like recovery points. Even Haaland, those kind of players will never get you recovery points. That is why the likes of Cancelo are amazing. Like going back and forth, they'll get you recovery points, a lot of them. And the central midfielders, defensive midfielders. But Bergwijn, wherever he's playing, he'll rarely get recovery points. You're literally hoping for assists or goals. So let me start thinking about if Bergwijn doesn't score. Ajax in the box here again, cleared. If he doesn't score, I'll probably be on 59-6 with Kvaratskhelia, Tavares, and Major. Yeah, however I look at it, it'll still be a disaster if he doesn't get a return. To be a nightmare is Kvaratskhelia scores twice or 3 times against Liverpool, and I had him in my team. How many people have him? Just 6%. I expected him to be higher because of the stats. Prediction a 1-1 for Bayern Inter. I think I predicted a 2-2, but I went for a draw as well. So tonight's game, I can just tell you my predictions if I remember. Atletico 1, Porto 1. I went for Inter Milan 2, Bayern 2. I went for Napoli 2, Liverpool 2. I went for a lot of draws. Club Brugge 1, Leverkusen 1. I went for Barcelona 3, Pilsen 0. I went for Tottenham 2, Marseille 1. Those are my predictions. Bergwijn, please, I am begging you, do something. The problem with the team being 3-0 up and 2-0 up, sometimes you just start passing the ball around. They surely want more goals because this could be a group that can be decided on goals with Napoli and Liverpool as well, in being in that group. Surely they want more goals at home. Ray says, show us your predictor. Okay. Let me do that. Gaming. $52 minutes gone, still Ajax 3, Rangers 0. I'm afraid they're going to start making subs very soon. I'm very scared. Who thought I'd be very committed to Ajax like this? predictor. Bergwijn is now playing almost as a central striker. Surely he'll get a chance. He's not even picked up a chance, you know? Yeah, I've got it. Here it is, Ray. I went for Dortmund to beat Copenhagen 3-1. Actually, Copenhagen did score in the 90th minute. It was 3-1, but the goal got disallowed, so that would have been spot on. I didn't want them to score, though, because I had the Dortmund defender, a goalkeeper, sorry. I went for Chelsea to beat Dinamo Zagreb 2-1. Who knew Chelsea were that terrible? Benfica 3, Maccabi Haifa 0. I went for 3-0, but it was 2-0. I went for PSG to beat Juventus 3-1. It was 2-1. I went for Man City to beat Sevilla 3-1. I was off by a goal. I went for Leipzig to beat Shakhtar. Please. Shakhtar absolutely thumped them. I went for Real Madrid 3, Celtic 1. Again, I should have trusted Real Madrid to keep a clean sheet. I was close with Salzburg as well, 1-1, but AC Milan almost scored in the last minute. Could have been there, but it ended up being a draw. So today I went for Frankfurt to draw. I went for Ajax 3-1. So if Rangers do score, it would be spot on with that one. I went for Tottenham 2-1. Yep, Inter Milan, I went 1-1. 1-1, not 2-2. So I actually went exact with you guys. Ray and Reese actually went for 1-1 as well. Barcelona 3, Pilsen 0. I went for Club Brugge 2-2 and not 1-1. It was the opposite. And then Atletico went for a draw, Napoli draw. So yeah, I did go for like 4 or 5 draws from today's games. So those are my predictions. Rangers free kick. I'd be happy. I'd take a Rangers goal for sure because they don't have any Ajax defenders at all. Free kick for Rangers. Can they score from it? Of course they can't. That is because they don't have any Ajax defenders, so Rangers will probably not score a goal. FPL and fantasy football is just so unfair. Go back to my team. Nothing has changed. Since I went to the prediction, come back to the fantasy football, Bergwijn is still on 2 points. For goodness sake. Ray, Fabrizio Romano confirmed transfer to Ajax, huh? I've moved on to Ajax. Here we go. £4 million plus 2 million add-ons. I was looking at Kvaratskhelia owned, and I was shocked it was 6% considering he starts so far and him being good cheap midfielder. I guess not too many people know him. That could be a reason as well. Whenever the Champions League starts, obviously the players that will be chosen are the players who are most common. Benzema, De Bruyne, Haaland, Messi, those kind of guys are the ones who are going to be picked because a lot of people just love those guys and they want them in their teams. So it's really people don't have those cheaper players. Whenever people go for cheaper players, some people will just go for the league they understand. People will go for Fabinho, Rodri. People will go for Pedri, Barcelona, Modric, Real Madrid, those teams that people know. You would lose your one extra Bergwijn point if they scored, and I would say you need that with having him cutting. You're right. You're actually right. You're not kidding. You're actually right. I mean, we are picking scraps now. I mean, if he doesn't score, I'll take that clean sheet point. The thing that bothers me is that I did have Haaland as my captain, and I changed it to Benzema. FPL should incorporate ball recovery points so that CDM gets a chance to be in FPL, says Ray. They can, yeah, but I think it will take them a couple of. I don't know if I think if they put that in the voting, I don't think a lot of people would vote for yes. Because Maradona has to deliver. Liverpool is up for grabs, says Jasir. 12 attempts by Ajax, and Bergwijn has not done anything. Can he do something now? He has the ball on the left side. He passes it. The guy who he passed it to should have shot the ball so that you can get an assist. I have Kvaratskhelia 5.5 Napoli guy. I had him in my radar. Yeah, I did watch the Napoli game when they played against, I think it was Monza like 3 weeks ago. I was like, wow, this guy is good. I didn't know he was the top scorer at that time until I did my research and found out he was the top scorer in Serie A. I don't know if he's still the top scorer. The likes of Vlahovic have passed you. Bergwijn is getting the ball in some terrible positions facing his own goal. The guy that we don't want is the guy who's picking up a lot of the ball in attacking areas, Berghaus. The guy that is owned by only 1% of players. He's going to be subbed off, isn't he? At least get to 60 minutes so that we can be sure that we are getting that clean sheet point. There's always the chance that he could be subbed off in the 59th minute, like Trent Alexander-Arnold against Everton the other day. Has he even registered a shot on target? Nope, just one poor shot off target. He does have the ball now. Free kick, surely, ref? Nope. Even the referee doesn't have Bergwijn in his Champions League fantasy team. He just ignored the free kick there. The referee has Berghaus in his team, not Bergwijn. He has one very terrible shot in the first 10 minutes of the game. He hasn't even been close to assist. He hasn't like tried to pass to someone and then they shot the ball off target, nothing. Like yesterday I saw with Royce. Royce scored a goal, didn't get an assist, but he was passing the ball a lot to the other players, trying to assist, and people are missing players. The one player that really impressed me yesterday was Brandt at Dortmund. He was getting forward so many times. Milner is starting today, same with Van Dijk. Yep, I can check the lineups now since they're out. I also had Van Dijk in my team, but I took him out for Chilwell. Disaster as well. I have been right in a couple of situations, but obviously with FPL and Champions League fantasy, you're going to be wrong in a couple. I was right in thinking Haaland was definitely going to score with against Sevilla, and they were going to stamp Sevilla. I was right in terms of Cancelo having another brilliant season. In terms of Florentine and all those guys, Dortmund keeping a clean sheet, but I was definitely wrong in terms of and Royce as well was a good option for my team, and also Hakim in terms of getting an attacking threat. I was right in those ones, but wrong in terms of thinking Gomez wasn't going to start for Man City in defense. So Bergwijn has climbed to 6 points from 2 points. That's better than 2 points. That looks slightly better in the team. Tadic is now taking corners. Cross cleared. Tadic still has the balls. Can someone pass the ball to Bergwijn? Does he take the penalties? No, Tadic does, right? It can't be Bergwijn unless they just let him take if they get a penalty. Who am I kidding, though? They want to get a penalty when we have him captained. Just check next week when you don't have Bergwijn in our teams. He'll get 2 goals and an assist away to Liverpool. Let's check Liverpool's team. Reece is a Liverpool supporter, so he's definitely looking forward to that game. Liverpool have Alisson, Trent, Gomez, Van Dijk, Robbo, Fabinho, Milner, Elliott. So yeah, you didn't want Elliott and Cavalier, so you've gotten your wish. Diaz, Salah, Firmino. So no Nunes. Someone is going to be booked here from Ajax, though. From Rangers, sorry. They have on the bench Adrian, Davis, Thiago, Jota, Tsimikas, Nunes, Arthur, Matip, Phillips, and Bajcetic. So that is the Liverpool team. Let's check the Napoli team. Kvaratskhelia starting. Scared. I'm really losing hope, man. I'm really losing hope. I'm just hoping for an assist or something. Just something. Not a blank, surely. Does he have any ball recoveries? 1 ball recovered. Can you even get just 2 more ball recoveries so that you can get 8 points at least? Let me check Napoli's team. So Kvaratskhelia is starting for Napoli, thank God. Osimhen, Politanos, Zelinski, Lobotko, Anguissa, Oliveira, Minjai, Ramani, Di Lorenzo, and Merritt in goal. So Kvaratskhelia is starting. I was close to captaining him, but Ajax have the easier fixture, so it would have been crazy to go for Kvaratskhelia instead of Bergwijn. Ray says I had Brandt and Bellingham in early stages of my team, but removed him, and now I regret. I had Bellingham myself, but if I had Bellingham, I wouldn't have had Royce, so I guess it's almost the same thing. Reese says I don't think Bergwijn will score tonight. We have to stay hopeful, Reese. We have to stay hopeful, man. Some of us are not as lucky as you being in the top 5. Some of us are struggling. They're in the box again. Pass to him. He's free in the box. It's like he doesn't even want to score. Even Bergwijn has Berghaus captain in his team. He's doing this on purpose, surely. Now, I also want Frankfurt to score against Sporting or something. I know a lot of people have a couple of Sporting defenders and goalkeeper. Yes, I think it was, Evans. I think it was. I mean, Ajax have an easier fixture at home against Rangers. That is why they've scored 3 goals. They've actually won the game. We expected them to win the game comfortably. They have done that, but Bergwijn has not had the impact because a couple of goals have come from set pieces, and Berghaus has had the ball on the right side, not the left side too much. So it's painful. It's very painful. I think it's the right decision. I still think Diaz will score. I took out Diaz from Nkunku, and I very quickly regretted it because I was like, it's always very you're not advised. It's not advisable to go with the crowd. Basically, I did the same with FPL this season. I had the likes of Ward-Prowse and Tony from Brentford, and I decided to go with the crowd and go for players like Bailey from Aston Villa and Neto from Wolves, players who have not done anything at all. It's the same with this one. I went for the crowd because everyone had Nkunku, and I thought another chance here for them. Just pass the ball to Bergwijn. For goodness sake, he was by himself. 65 minutes gone. I'm really losing hope. He's not getting himself in good positions. He actually is, but they're not passing the ball to him. Yes, they're not. He's all by himself. Evans is in the box by himself. They're not passing the ball to him. Oh my goodness. This is definitely the last time. Ray says 93 Bergwijn will score. Here's my blessing. I don't think he'll play 93 minutes. They'll sub him off. I just know it. Like they've already won the game. I don't know which team they're playing over the weekend. He has the ball again now. Can you shoot the ball at least? He's passed the ball. Oh, he almost got an assist. It's going to be a corner. For the first time for the entirety of the match, 65 minutes, this is the first time he's done something. He almost got an assist. Quick corner, off target. Reese says my Dortmund midfielder choice was between Royce and Bellingham and not both because I had Maya in goal and Guerrero. I saw a couple of people with both Royce and Bellingham, and I was like, my goodness, some people just have crazy powers if you go for both of them. And it was an easy fixture for them, but going for both is a bit risky. I have the Ajax goalkeeper out. There will be a clean sheet. Evans, Rangers are doing absolutely nothing. Like this is, look, if you guys who have Ajax defenders don't get a clean sheet here, Rangers almost scored a goal. Just as I say that, like if you don't get a clean sheet, you'd be very unlucky. Rangers have not done anything in this game. I have Sporting goalkeeper. I want a clean sheet. I'm not watching that game, but it's looking very likely like it's going to be a 0-0 draw. Even Evans has seen this guy is in the box and they're not passing the ball to him. Yeah, I think they will just be captaining Haaland from today on. It's never this stressful with Haaland. He'll just definitely score 2 goals in the first half, and all you have to do is to wait for a third. Okay, they're in the box again. Surely you're going to cross. Oh my goodness. He wanted to score by himself. Oh my goodness. Berghaus is pissing the crap out of me, man. He's shooting all the balls. He's not passing. He's just like shooting the ball by himself. I'd be very happy if I had Berghaus instead of Bergwijn. He's getting so many chances. Why can't Bergwijn get these chances? I played smart out on Royce and Bellingham. Smart move. Yep. Very smart. They had an easier fixture. So will you keep them for Man City game or are you going to take them out? I think Dortmund will score against Man City. But both of them, there's even a chance he could assist Royce and both of them score. I remember the last time Dortmund went to Man City, I think Royce scored a goal. So I might just take out Nkunku for Diaz. And then it depends who starts for Liverpool over the weekend. I think Liverpool are playing against Wolves. 71% possession, and Bergwijn has not done anything. Here he is again on the left side. Why are you not in the box? What is he doing on the left side? At least shoot the ball. He has shot the ball. Oh, this is his first shot on target. Guys, breaking news. Bergwijn has actually taken a shot. A shot on target. Can they give him points for taking a shot on target? Just give him an extra 2 points for attempting. I'm telling you, if you didn't have him captain, that would have flown in. I just know how unfair FPL is. Like the fantasy gods do not want us to shine. Now, I'm kind of praying that Rangers score, by the way, Evans. I'm kind of praying that Rangers score because I know a lot of people have their defenders. It's 70 minutes now. There are a couple of Ajax players warming up. This just means Bergwijn is probably going to be taken off, right? Now Bergwijn is now as a central striker now, huh? When they don't have the ball. So frustrating. I'm telling you, if you bring on Berghuis into your team for next match day, Berghuis will be served off in the 40th minute and Bergwijn will score a hat-trick. I just know these fantasy football games, man. It's just so terrible. How many points? Has he even recovered an extra ball? Rangers are attacking, yeah. At least score a goal. At least make me feel better because I don't have any Ajax defenders, and I know some of you have their goalkeeper and Bass and all these guys blind. Shoot the ball. Goal! Rangers have scored. Come on. Oh, don't rule it out. Don't rule it out. Please don't rule it out. I'll know these guys are against me. Please tell me it counts. Don't tell me it's offside. That's going to be offside, for goodness sake. Really? Don't tell me it's offside. No way Evans can be that lucky and I'm not lucky like him. No way. No way. I know most of you have Ajax defenders. I'm not going. What a goal, by the way. My goodness, what a goal. I predicted 3-1. Oh, please don't disallow this goal. What a goal. They're going to disallow it and then they're going to sub off Bergwijn, aren't they? If they count it, then there's a chance that Bergwijn stays on since it's closer. I just know it. They're not going to they're definitely going to disallow it because they don't have their defenders. Cena is really enjoying this, and I'm in pain. Goal for Sporting, says Ray. Who was scored? They are checking the goal. I knew it. Offside. You lucky bastards. Listen. 2-0. Let me check their game now. Oh, wow. 2-0 Sporting. That's interesting. Who has scored these goals? Listen, though, I still need those clean sheet points from Bergwijn, so I guess it's a win-win situation. Look at how quickly they had removed the Bergwijn points from the website. They just want me to suffer. Let me see who scored for Sporting. Edwards and Trincao. Edwards also picked. Who is this Edwards guy who has a goal and an assist? Why can't we go for players like this? Why are we struggling here with Bergwijn? Are you telling me Edwards would have been a better pick than Bergwijn? He's a midfielder, owned by 0%. He has scored, assisted, and kept a clean sheet. He's only going to cost you 7 million. Marcus Edwards. Reese says, do I go for Mbappe and Leao potentially for Benzema and Van, or go for Mbappe and a 9.5 million midfielder of Nkunku? Wow, you'd have a 9.5 million. I do really like that Leao fixture though at home to Dinamo Zagreb. Which 9.5 million midfield are you thinking about first, Reese? Very lucky, Evans. Why can't I be this lucky? Why can't we be this lucky? Pass the ball to Bergwijn. Edwards, Tottenham boy. He's not going to score easy. He's not even going to assist. 3 goals, 3-0 and nothing. Reese says Kudas got an assist too. I don't know if he's a guaranteed starter for them though. Oh yeah, he got an assist too, just like Berghaus. The only person who's not done anything in this game is Bergwijn. Reese. He's the only one who's not done anything. He now has the ball on the left side. He's just frustrating me just like when he was at Tottenham. Same exact way. Surely he's about to get subbed off. I'm even surprised he's played 74 minutes. Someone is warming up. Someone is coming on. This is for Bergwijn, isn't it? Foul throw. Blind with a foul throw. Give him a yellow card for that. For the people who have him in their team. Well, Sporting are looking good, huh? 2-0. And they're about to keep a clean sheet as well. It's okay, though. My goalkeeper did keep a clean sheet yesterday, so it's good to see Sporting keeping a clean sheet when I have a Dan in my team as well. At least I'll be happy to keep him next week too. I'm now on 61 points without my captain doing anything. It's literally so painful. I'd rather have the team not scoring any goals at all and losing the game instead of them scoring 3-0 and not doing anything. Someone is warming up. Someone is about to come on for Ajax. I don't know who's going to go off. I'm not going to watch that game, Ray. I'm not going to lie to you. Yes, I agree with Reese. I don't want anything from Lewandowski. So terrible. So tomorrow, expect a couple of videos on the transfer tips and probably the best limitless team. Kolo really on the bench, says Sina. Let me check Spurs team. I also wanted to see who is starting for Barcelona because there was a bit of controversy in terms of who's going to start or debate. So Sina, Tottenham, Lloris, Emerson Royal, Romero, Dyer, Lenglet, Perisic, Bentancur, Højbjerg, Richarlison, Son. Okay, that's very interesting. Kulusevski on the bench. Kulusevski will come on though, like in the 60th minute. So if you have him, maybe we'll hope for an assist or a goal somewhere. I'm surprised he's starting on the bench though. Definitely surprised. I wanted to check Barcelona as well. Who is starting for Barcelona? I'll never forget this performance from Bergwijn. Barcelona have Ter Stegen, Dembele starting. Rafinha and Torres both on the bench. Interesting. So they've gone for Jules Koundé, Roberto, Alba. I knew Alba was going to start. and Christensen at the back, and then in midfield they have Ansu Fati. So Xavi was right in terms of saying Ansu Fati is ready to start games. He's very cheap as well. So if you have Ansu Fati in your team, this could be a very big day for you. Pedri, Dembele, Lewandowski, Frank Kessie, and De Jong. So no Rafinha. I would have thought Rafinha would start in the Champions League. His Lewandowski will definitely score, I just know. Lewandowski is going to get a hat-trick now. That's too much, they're bringing in 3 subs, Ajax. There is definitely going to be subbed off, right? 3 subs. If he stays on, I'd be very surprised. Let's see who's going off. I'm going to blame it on his teammates. They didn't pass the ball to him when he was free. So Ajax are about to bring in 3 subs. Is Bergwijn going to be one of them? Probably. I think they're bringing in Klaassen. Bergwijn is through 1-on-1. Oh my God, he's going to score. Oh my God, he scored. Come on. Come on. He scored just before getting subbed off. Come on. Oh my God, there's a God, guys. There's a God. A God exists. Oh my God, Bergwijn has scored a goal. What the hell? What the hell? He's actually scored a damn goal before getting subbed off. He's injured. Listen, I don't want any player getting injured, but that's your own problem, buddy. At least you've gotten a goal for us. Whew. My heart, guys. Oh my God. You know how the goal has been scored? It was a mistake from the defender. The defender has also captained Bergwijn. The Rangers defender has also captained Bergwijn. He looked at those subs coming on. He was like, you know what? F it. I'm not going to cast, but he was just like, F it. Let me pass to you the ball. Go ahead and score that because I have you captain in my team. Let's see. Yeah, he literally just passed the ball to him. Oh, this is amazing. Oh, I've never celebrated an Ajax goal like that. This is the first time I've celebrated an Ajax goal like that. Whew. This is amazing. Oh, I love UCL fantasy. This guy definitely has Bergwijn captain in his team as well. He literally just passed the ball back to him. Oh, I'm sure he was getting subbed off. He was so close to getting subbed off. They were just waiting for the ball to go out. Ray, your blessing worked 15 minutes earlier. Thank goodness. He actually scored, Reese, and he was about to get subbed off. Literally, they were just waiting for the ball to go out for him to get subbed off. They were just waiting for the ball to go out, and then the Rangers defender, who's probably Captain Bergwijn in his team, he was like, you know what? Nah, let me just pass the ball to him. Now you can take him off all you want. Now you can take him off if you want. Go ahead, take him off. Bass is on for Blind. I've never been this happy, my God. Bergwijn is getting subbed off. Jasu says now he's down injured. Listen, no problem. We can think about that one next week. But for this match day, when other people are waiting for Lewandowski, are you seeing how Ray is just telling me about how Lewandowski is going to score 3 goals, 4 goals, and my captain has not done anything? I was getting a bit worried. And this Berghaus guy, I never want to see this Berghaus guy again. He's really frustrating me. I want Bergwijn to score and Berghaus is scoring goals. Let me just tweet. By the way, if you want to follow me on Twitter, Glenn Kitely, the Rangers defenders definitely captained. You can't explain that, man. That guy is definitely captained Bergwijn. He literally just passed the ball back to him purposely. Ooh. I can relax now. Oh my goodness, I can relax. Yeah, he definitely has him in his team. Like, I'm sure he just looked at the bench and he saw 3 players coming on for Ajax and he was like, this guy is getting subbed off. We're already losing anyway. Let me just pass the ball to him. Oh, yeah, I did not expect that. I'd already lost hope. Seeing he won't score meant he would score. Oh, let me just check the points now. 16 points. That is more like it. That takes me to 71. That is way better because people like Reese are about to hit 100 points, so we really needed these points. That has definitely made my day. That has definitely made my day. That itself, that goal itself, those 20 seconds there, those were worth it for this entire watch along. Only those 20 seconds, absolutely worth it. You know what? Now I can even check the scoreline in the Sporting game now without getting worried. He's also been taken off, by the way, Bergwijn, and he's kept the clean sheet. I thought he was going. I'm telling you, my reaction would have been so different if he missed that because he was 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. I was starting to feel like if he missed that, I would have been very worried. Oh, I will now sleep happily, says Ray. Me too, man. Me too. I'm on 96 points currently with Ronaldo and Kvaratskhelia, so hopefully they both get 60 minutes so I can get to 100. The thing is, even if Kvaratskhelia wouldn't play, Ronaldo will get you recovery points. So the least Ronaldo will get is like 4 points. So I think even with Ronaldo playing by himself, I think you'll get to like even if none of them keep a clean sheet or score, you'll still get to like 102 points. If they score, assist, or keep a clean sheet, you're looking at 110. Listen, Rhys, we are not as big as you people, Rhys. We are small. We are in the 70s right now. We just needed Bergwijn to score, and he has. And when we grow up, I want to be like Rhys with 100 points. So I'm waiting for Nuno Tavares, Meja, and Kvaratskhelia as well. Oh, that was amazing, man. A guy who was about to be subbed off has literally delivered last chance saloon. Ray says Kvaratskhelia will score assist. I agree. Thank you guys for being here. By the way, I'd not even checked the poll. I wanted to check how many players you guys have from Ajax. Reese, that would be the dream, man. If Lewandowski picked up a red card, that would be the dream. Even a yellow card and a missed penalty would work. I think that's easier. I'm at 46. I need 5 goals from Lewandowski to be on 70. Do you have him? You have him captain, right? Sporting 3. My goodness. Yeah, 3-0. Sporting 3. Portuguese teams are underrated. I actually do think FC Porto are picking up a draw as well against Atletico later on. I would say 3-0 though is a very surprise score. 3-0, that's very surprising. Oh, this watch along has been very interesting, by the way. I'll be definitely happy to be doing this every single week. It makes it very interesting when you have their your assets playing. It wasn't enjoyable when he was not scoring, but the moment he scored, oh, my nerves has definitely calmed down. I've literally celebrated an Ajax goal like a diehard fan. All I need is to buy their shirt. See. So basically, Rangers are not looking good. So Rangers are playing against Napoli next week. Let's see how Napoli do today against Liverpool. If they end up winning that game or drawing or scoring a couple of goals against Liverpool, I'd be looking at bringing another Napoli player maybe. Or if you don't have Kvaratskhelia already, it would be a good option if he delivers today. And in a couple of weeks, Liverpool are playing Rangers twice. I'll definitely be looking at getting Salah into my team finally because they're looking very terrible defensively. Everyone above me in the league has Lewandowski apart from one who is second, so I need him to blank. Let me check rats right now. More watch alongs. Yeah, pray absolutely amazing. It's very fun. Let me check the games again next week. Let's see which ones I can do. Liverpool, Ajax, Marseille, Frankfurt, Bayern, Barcelona. I definitely like to do I like the early ones as well because the early ones is like convenient to everyone. For example, Euro because it's a bit early right now. Leverkusen, Atletico, Porto, Bruges, Rangers, Napoli. I don't think a lot of people have Sporting, Tottenham, Pilsen, Inter Milan assets. So next week I might do the Tuesday night ones where there's Bayern, Barcelona, Liverpool, Ajax, like double, triple watch along. And then Wednesday, probably the night ones as well. Or I could do the early one, maybe Milan, Dinamo Zagreb. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. I'll probably have two players from PSG though. Broby is coming on for, so the guy who had Broby in their team, you are lucky. So Haaland got 10 points and Bergwijn has gotten 8 points. That is not bad. That is actually not bad. That's only a difference of 2 points, a difference of 4 since now the other guys have captained him. But that's not bad at all, I'll take that because Bergwijn is getting a clean sheet point, which Haaland didn't get, and Bergwijn is getting an extra point for scoring a goal, which Haaland doesn't get. So need to catch up. Yeah, us lower players need to catch up, man. The likes of Reece up there in the top 5. Do anything, we'll all be here to watch and have fun. I appreciate it. Trey, thanks for the support. And Sina says, well, cut game week 2 and set team for 4 matches and limitless in game week 6, which games are different, like first week. Let me see, and limitless in game week. I think the best time to play the limitless is game week 6, because that's what the time which teams have already qualified. You get to know if Liverpool have already qualified. If Salah is going to be rested, you can just avoid him. If Man City have not qualified, then you can go for both De Bruyne and Haaland. If PSG have not qualified yet, you can go for Mbappe and Neymar. If they've already qualified, you can look at Bayern. If they haven't yet, you can go for Mane or something. I think match week 6 is great. I think wildcard match week 3 or 4, but if you're thinking game week 2, go ahead. So let me check the league again. So 4-0 to Ajax and 3-0 to Sporting against Frankfurt. Frankfurt just thumped Leipzig 4-0 the other day. So our Reece, we are supporting Reece because Reece is in the watch along. We are supporting Reece to go top of the table. So Reece, you're lucky Bergwijn has scored as well, man. So you have Kvaratskhelia and Ronaldo. I think you're going to get 10 points at least from those two guys there. Let me check the other guys on top of you. Obi-Wan Bissaka, that's another interesting name, guy. The other guy who's above you. He has 96. He has Lewandowski alone. Okay. He just left Ronaldo, Gravenberch, and Kvaratskhelia on the bench because literally almost everyone in his team delivered. I would have probably, if I was him, I would have taken out Theo Hernandez for Ronaldo. And Kunku for Kvaratskhelia. I would have done those 2 subs. Esvreva, number 3. He has Ronaldo, Kunde, Lewandowski, Kvaratskhelia. This guy could be number 1 by the end of the day. Chara Fox team. Chara Fox, Pedri, Kunde, Kvaratskhelia. I really hope they score a goal, Victoria Pilsen. He has Ronaldo on the bench. Corner for Rangers. I mean, I don't mind a Rangers goal still, now that Bergwijn is off. And at the top of the table, Reyes has Lewandowski, Barella, Nelson, Ter Stegen. So you're kind of like us, Reece. You're kind of wanting Victoria Pilsen to score against Barcelona and Lewandowski to have a stinker today. That's what you're hoping for, and Atletico to keep a clean sheet. Very hard, though. I mean, he's probably going to score Lewandowski. One minute to go. Rangers have a corner. Very poor. They were never going to score today. Very, very poor. We're going now. It's now. Yeah, and see you tomorrow. Was one. Yeah, thank you. Really appreciate it. I'm about to end it. The game is about to And as well, by the way, if you haven't hit the like button, make sure to hit the like button. I'll really appreciate it. Thank you for the support, by the way. Ray, you're always here. Arnold, you're always here. Reese, seen as well. Really appreciate it. Just see you. Evans, Scared as well. Thank you for your comment. And everyone else who joined. RK, thank you all for joining. And it's game over. Ajax win 4-0. 4-0. What a win for them. Absolutely amazing. Next time they will be playing against Liverpool. Let's see if they're going to do the same. Later on today, we will have Barcelona, Pilsen, Tottenham, Marseille, Club Brugge, Leverkusen, Napoli, Liverpool, Inter Milan, Bayern, Atletico Madrid, and FC Porto later on tonight. I will have a reaction after that. No, probably not live, but just a reaction video. And also transfer tips tomorrow. If you're going to play Limitless chip, I will have a video tomorrow as well. What an interesting watch along. Absolutely fantastic, man. Very, very good. Really, really enjoy that first ever watch along in terms of UCL fantasy. So really amazing, man. Appreciate you guys joining. Have a good day as well, Reese. Appreciate it. Have a good night, Ray. And All Black starts. Happy Vlacho kept a clean sheet considering Grabic is not starting, says Arnold. Yeah, for sure. So thank you guys for watching. I will definitely catch up with you next. I'm very, very happy that Bergwijn actually got a goal. I can now relax and watch the later games. So thank you guys for joining. See you on the next one tomorrow.